Hi, in this tutorial, we're going to be going over a general factoring strategy. So in this tutorial, you'll learn how to recognize the appropriate method for factoring a polynomial, how to use a general strategy for factoring polynomials. So now let's talk about how to use a general strategy for factoring polynomials. If there is a common factor other than 1, you're going to factor out the greatest common factor. Then you're going to determine the number of terms in the polynomial and try factoring as follows. If there are 2 terms, can the binomial be factored by one of the following special forms? Can you factor using the difference of 2 squares, the sum of 2 cubes, or the difference of 2 cubes? Now, if there are 3 terms, is the trinomial a perfect square trinomial? And if so, factor by one of the following special forms. If the trinomial is not a perfect square trinomial, try factoring by trial and error or grouping. And if there are 4 or more terms, try factoring by trial and error or grouping. And then check to see if any factors with more than 1 term in the factored polynomial can be factored further. If so, factor completely and then check by multiplying. So let's do an example. Let's factor 2x to the 4th plus 10x cubed minus 8x squared minus 40x. So let's find a common factor. So a common factor that they all have between 2, 10, 8, and 40 is 2. And the common factor between x to the 4th, x cubed, x squared, and x is x. So that means our greatest common factor is 2x. So now we can have 2x and then factor to get 2x to the 4th, we can multiply by x cubed. Let's try that again. We said our greatest common factor was 2x. So we write 2x to get 2x to the 4th, we have to multiply by x cubed. Now to get 10x cubed, we have to multiply by 5x squared. To get 8x squared, we have to multiply by negative 4x. And to get negative 40x, we have to multiply by negative 20. Now we have to see if we can factor out this even more. We can get 2x. Now we can try and factor out x squared. To get x cubed, we have to multiply by x. And then to get 5x squared, we just multiply by 5. Now we can factor out 4 from 4x. So to get 4x, we multiply by x. And then to get to 20, we multiply by 5. So here we can see that we have x plus 5, which we can factor out. So we get 2x times x squared minus 4 times x plus 5. Now here we have a perfect square, which can be further factored into x plus 4 times x minus 4. And we have our x plus 5. So that's our answer. So in this tutorial, you learn how to recognize the appropriate method for factoring a polynomial and how to use a general strategy for factoring polynomials. Now try and solve problems in our general factoring strategy workbook For more help, sign up for online tutoring. And in the next tutorial, we're going to go over solving quadratic equations by factoring. Thank you.